Hello there, and welcome to Cityline. It is wonderful to be in your home or your workspace. Speaking of workspaces, we're zooming from my kitchen, and we have a great hour ahead of us. Later on, we'll be talking with Erica Tucci from the Ben B. Cheney Foundation. She is a powerhouse, and she'll be here to talk about a scholarship opportunity for our youth here in Pierce County that you parents don't want to miss. American Heart Association Go Red for Women. It's time for their luncheon. That means spring is right around the corner, and they'll be here to talk about that luncheon and how you can continue to fund the American Heart Association, as heart disease is still the #1 killer in America here in terms of diseases. Humane Society will be here with their Pet of the Week. And with me now are three amazing individuals. Talk about when I said it's time for spring. That means RAGS Wearable Art is here. So please join me in welcoming Mandy Webster-Martin. You are the RAGS Marketing Chair. Mandy, welcome back to Cityline.
Thank you. It's great to be here.
It's great to have you here. And Karen White, hello, my dear. You are the Deputy Director for our beloved YWCA Pierce County. How are you?
I'm great. Thank you, Amanda.
It's great to have you here. And for the first time on Cityline, which just when I think I have run out of first experiences for some of our people who love our community, Pamela Belson comes along. Pamela, you are a RAGS artist, and welcome to Cityline, my dear.
Thank you very much. I'm really happy to be here. It's an honor.
It's great to have you here. So Mandy, for people who, let's say that they had just moved here 3 years ago and then COVID hits and they're like me, they kind of have a brain fog, but have never experienced RAGS. What is RAGS?
RAGS is a wearable art sale. And what that means is jewelry, garments, and accessories are for sale by artists mostly from the Northwest, but some from all over the country. And it is a fundraiser for YWCA Pierce County.
I love that. So this is the second year online, virtual, because this has been around, as you said, for so long. It is a staple. It is a hallmark in the city of Tacoma. So what are some of the pros and what are some of the cons of a virtual sale, since this is your second year and not your first time at the rodeo?
Yeah, last year went pretty well. So, obviously we miss seeing everyone in person, and we hope to return to that next year. But the benefit of an online sale is accessibility. People who have moved out of the area, can still shop RAGS. We're able to, work with artists from all across the country. But we still miss seeing everybody in person. But this is an okay alternative for now.
Well, I have to say, I thought I wouldn't like it. And then last year, when you went virtual, I thought, wow, this feels like what I do a lot after hours. I get on my phone and I shop. So this is a natural thing for me to be doing after hours. So then Karen, I think a lot of people are like me in the sense that they do a lot of their shopping from their home now. So then the question is, how does RAGS help our beloved YWCA?
Yeah, RAGS has been an amazing supporter for more than 25 years. I think this is 26th or 27th year. So the artists are amazing, and they give a portion of their proceeds. I think it's about 30 or 33%. So a good portion of the proceeds of the sales to support the programs for domestic violence survivors that we offer here at the YWCA. So those funds are great because we can use them in any program where we need them. And it really goes a long way to making sure that the services we offer are consistent and available, which is particularly important right now. The dual stresses of folks, navigating the pandemic, as well as the increases to intimate partner violence and other kinds of violence that we've seen during the pandemic. It's really important that those services are available. So RAGS is just an amazing, wonderful way to get a double benefit of purchasing this amazing jewelry and wearable art and also supporting a good cause.
Absolutely. When I've had the RAGS women in the studio. Boy, let me tell you, it is all, you guys are walking advertisements for all this beautiful jewelry. And the good thing about it being virtual is that I don't have to like touch your stuff and ask if I can have it and wear it, even though I'm still coveting some of the things I see on you. Karen, has it been a challenge to fundraise these past couple of years? Because I know when I think about these past couple of years, and gosh, we're coming up like on a third anniversary here pretty soon. I know that my desire to stay in and to stay safe, I'm still learning how to navigate my world. So you've been in person for what, 23 years? How much of a challenge was that?
Really big learning experience, and I am so impressed and thankful for, like, Mandy has amazing technological skills, and we've really found different ways to approach things. I think while we've seen less fundraising capacity from events in particular, we can't have these very large gatherings of people, right? But we've also had people step up in other ways, in really amazing ways. And we've also been able to combine, you know, access to government funds through the CARES Act and ARPA and things like that to keep us steady and going forward. Nothing does replace the amazing experience of being at RAGS in person. There's wonderful supporters that I see once a year, every year for over 20 years at RAGS. So I really, really miss, as Mandy said, being in person. I think there's something amazing about being able to see and like touch and the tactile nature of being at the show. But I can pretty much guarantee you, after many years of having almost my entire jewelry wardrobe come from RAGS, that online, it's still amazing. You're still going to get a wonderful piece. It's still going to support the agency and the programs that we offer in the same way. So, and you can feel safe doing it. So there's a lot of wins.
Absolutely. I was just going to say that's a win-win-win-win-win all the way around. So this is a question for all three of you. And I'm going to start with Mandy first, and then we're going to end with Pamela, because I have more questions for you, Pamela. So it was my sneaky way of like getting over to you. So question for all three of you. And Mandy, you're up first. Any favorite artists that you wish you didn't love so much? And are you wearing any RAGS pieces right now?
I'm wearing so many RAGS pieces. I would say that one of my favorites is Rosina McKeegan. I discovered her at RAGS a couple years ago, and I have several rings that she made. I've got a raw Montana sapphire there. I wear it every single day and have for the last year. My necklace is by Art Cycled, Darcy Thompson. She makes jewelry out of broken china. I even have matching earrings to go with it. But I am wearing some earrings made by Pamela Bellison. And I'm toting everything around in my bag by Lori Urbis.
Okay, Karen, you're up next, and that's a hard act to follow. And you can't use anything in your office behind you.
Well, I'm wearing a jacket made by Ann Darling of Kennedy Road, and so Ann is also a longtime YWCA supporter, so I love this jacket. I wear it a lot. And then I have lots of bracelets from Saucy Jewelry. These all have inspirational sayings inside the bracelet, so those are a favorite. I think this necklace might be Saucy too. These earrings are from RAGS. I don't know if I remember, maybe Mandy might know who they're from. And this ring as well. This ring actually, I got it a RAGS resale. It belonged to Levon Stewart Campbell, who was a founding member of RAGS. So I wear this a lot too, because I feel like it keeps Levon with me. So I have mix and match pieces from 2 decades of RAGS, and they all still go together. And every time I think like, oh, I can't get one more thing, I don't need anything, then the show happens and I'm like, I must have this. So that's how RAGS is.
Karen, I think we should have a RAGS resale just from your collection alone. Don't you think? Just kind of put them up there. Okay, Pamela, tell us any favorite artists, and are you wearing any RAGS pieces right now?
Ann Darling is one of my favorites as well. I have several things in the closet, but I was trying to, Mandy said, wear some of my jewelry, and I was just trying to pick stuff from this year's work. And so I had to wear something that went with it, and nothing that I had from Ann went with it right now. So, but I love Ann's, and I love Pacico's. Jewelry.
I love that. Okay, Pamela, now I've warned you up there. Tell us about your art, because I certainly want to seek you out and to get my finger clicking away on what you have in the show.
Oh, thank you so much. I'm really excited about this year because last year I sold my wholesale production line, my wholesale line, Wide Mouth Frog, which was a really big staple at RAGS. It was something that I did sell a lot of, and I won't have this year, but I do have some of my kimono earrings that were an inspiration from my wholesale line. But it's now that I don't have that, I get to invest all of my time into really creating art jewelry instead of just trying to quickly make as much inventory as I can. So I might not have as much as I would have in the past, but I love working in stones, and I'm a metalsmith, but I like stones. So I do a lot of metal work around the stones. I just don't have just a stone with a setting in a setting.
I love that.
I love the energy of both.
Yeah, I did too. I mean, when you talk about stones, my ears perked up and I thought about my favorite stone, which is lapis. So I was like, yeah. Oh, now she's thinking, I got to make some lapis.
Oh, I have some lapis.
Oh, well, good. Okay, well, I'll look forward to seeing that. So Pamela, how has it been for you and all the rest of your artist friends to do business during a pandemic, and especially if you weren't virtual before?
I miss the energy of the show. It is not something that's easily described, because it's the energy at this show over any other show I do is very experiential to really fully understand it. There is such a positivity, a love, an excitement. Everybody there knows why we're there, and it sets it apart. So being online, I miss that energy a lot. Miss seeing my fellow artist friends, and I miss seeing the people that come to support the event. I love these people. They're wonderful.
Absolutely. You know, I have many talks with my artist friends about art healing and how art removes barriers. And some of the best conversations we've had have been about art going online. So there is no longer a barrier for you getting there to see it. Yeah. So in many ways, the virtual world makes it something that we all can participate in. So Mandy, this is your second year. You are now officially an expert at this in pandemic language. So what are some of the things people should know about this year's sale, especially with some of the new mask mandates that are happening? And even though we're not in person, but pick up all of those types of things. How do you have all of that worked out?
So, well, this year is going to be a little different from last year. We were online as well, but this time we are sticking with the original in-person dates. We did 2 weeks last year. This time we're going all in on 4 days. So it's going to be March 10th through 13th, but Thursday, when we would normally have our gala, is going to be our donor pre-sale. So donors get access to the website 1 day early to shop, and then it will be open to the public the 11th through the 13th. The setup of the website is very similar. I did a little bit of tweaking and updating this year, tried to call a little more attention to our fabulous gallery artists. So you can click on a picture and look at this, a larger version of these really amazing pieces and see some of the detail. And it's very accessible. We've got 47 artists between the marketplace and the gallery, and there are pieces everywhere from $20 to $2,000. There's something for everybody.
I love that. We've been showing the website below all of your beautiful faces, where I believe, Mandy, that people can go for more information. Is that correct?
Yes. So the sale site itself will only be available for those 4 days. It's ragsale.com. But there will be information. You can still donate. You can buy gift certificates at ragswearableart.org. And when the sale goes live, we'll have a link there to take you straight over to the shopping website as well.
You ladies, you think of everything. Thank you so much for continuing this fabulous tradition. And Pamela, it's wonderful to have you on Cityline. And ladies, I just can't say this. There couldn't be a better way to raise money for the YWCA than to have an online jewelry sale. It hits on all levels. So thank you so much for all of your dedication and your time. And I'll see you online.